I'd like to create a vet lab really quickly. So I'm going to click on this app here, Zoe, and we're going to start it. Okay, so here I am. I've sort of set up an environment already, but I'd like to show you how quickly we can build either a simulation or a teaching module using some tools, using some of the things that may convince students that they are in a vet lab. So first thing I'll do is I'll import a bunch of assets, and I'm gonna go here. This app is called Zoe Immersive, and it's an app where you cannot create objects or assets. You can import them, but they also have a large library of assets here. So useful, but limited in a way, especially if you're in a field like, BioVet. You will need some specialized assets. The way that I've done the one that I'm going to be showing is that I went online, found a catalog that sells vet supplies, and just pulled a few photos from the catalog. So for the moment, I'll just look in here what's possible to have. I think we have a microscope. So why not? Microscope. Let's do done. Oh, yeah, yes, we do. We actually have an electronic one so let's bring this one to the table. And you can resize it. But let's say we'll put this guy there. There's actually an electronic one that's quite nice. So let's do that as well. And I don't know exactly how big it is, but let's put it this here. So now we have two microscopes. This one is obviously a bit too big. And we'll set up some more functionality. And maybe even we'll get a character. Maybe there's a faculty or an assistant hanging around. And I will select this one. And let's say they're just here, and I'm going to try to make them about life size. Put them on the floor like this. Okay. So now we have a doctor. I think I might make her a little bit bigger. There we go. We have a doctor. We have a couple microscope. Yeah, we could have a chicken if we wanted to. Let's put him here for now. Okay, so the other way to get assets is to create your own or go to a marketplace where you can get some assets. I create my assets for this scene in Meshy AI with the photo as a starting point, as a prompt, and then it creates a model, textures it, and then I can export it and then bring it into a software that's called Sketchfab, which is a marketplace for 3D objects. So now I'm just going to load some random assets, but then I'm going to do a search on my own material. I have some pets, so I sometimes go to the vet, and this is one of the office or the waiting area that they put you in. And I was looking at the shelves and saw some models, the eyes, the ears, and the cat's, basically the jaws with the teeth and everything. And I thought, well, I'm going to take a photo of that and use it to create a model of a jaw with a tooth that's been removed. So here you see the photo. I've cropped the photo into lower and upper jaw, and I will bring them into Meshy AI, which is basically an AI generator that does 3D models from photos or from text prompt. So here I just put the photo in there. I'm making sure settings are right, and I start generating. It's if you see the clock there, it's 5:40, 5:41. At 5:41 we just started. basically. This is fast forwarded, but we'll look at the time as it's basically working on developing the model. By 5:42, it's ready. Not textured, but just a model with the teeth showing. So now we need to use the photo as a texture for the actual model. This is what we're doing here. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to start processing. At 5:44 now, we have a textured model. So the thing to do now is to have a look at it, see if there's any defect in the texture. Looks great. So let's do a search. And if I remember well, I have a tag word, which is University of Niagara Falls, Canada, BioVet. Okay. And then I do done. And here's a bunch of assets that I created. And you'll remember the lower jaw and the upper jaw that we've created together. So let's put maybe a sign up first. So I'll grab this. I'll turn it around the right direction. This is something that I just grabbed off the website. And then I made a panel. So let's just put it on the wall like this, as if and we'll try to put it straight. There we go. So we got our sign. There's other charts. One of them is about cat dental. So I'm just going to take it like this, and we'll make it bigger as well. And as if it was on the wall there, maybe we can make it quite big so it fits between there. There we go. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, we have a dental anesthesia and all this system here. Again, that comes from that catalog I was telling you about. So I don't know, that's probably too big a little bit. I'll put it on the floor there. There we go. Whoops, grabbing the wrong thing. Let's say I'll put it here. The resolution is not too great because we have a limitation to 10,000 polygons in this app, but so real big machine like this, we're kind of limited a little bit, but on the smaller things, the resolution is quite good. So let's say I want a syringe, for example. Well, I can just put the syringe on the ground here. What else do we have? Oh, we have a system of blades for the microscope, so maybe we put that there. Okay, yeah, all right. Histology. What else could we get here? Since we're talking about tooth, maybe we have another picture of a cat with tooth. Their tooth there. Let's put it there. Or it's just, vet labs sometimes have decor as well. So we'll just put it there. There we go. We have to make sure if we have a cat that the pressure is good. So here's a pressure gauge for a cat. Blood pressure. We have x-rays. We can also have, let's say we'll put the x-ray here on the screen as if it was part of the screen. There we go. What else? Oh, we have other tools. Those little pincers. Okay. So really quickly, all of this is from that catalog, basically. Let me see how. Let's import our lower jaw that we have, and right now it's quite big, but maybe this is a learning tool. And then the upper jaw is here, so we could just put put it beside, but we could obviously also just, whoops, the microscope is moving. Let's try to, okay, so we could just put our jaw like this. Okay. What else is interesting here? Oh, yes. So I did also take a photo from the internet where a cat was prepped. So let's put a cat here, let's say on the table. Oh, that's a big cat. And let's move our models maybe. And perhaps we make sure that this is close by to monitor. We have skull models as well. So, that often we have these models. Okay, so really quickly, we've been able to sort of create an environment that looks like a vet place, and that you could set up, for example, an interactive, quiz, for example, maybe identify the name of the different tools, or if you take your teeth like this, and you see that one was extracted not too long ago. So there's all sort of things you can do, and we'll go into that a bit later. But just to quickly set up, a scene basically that makes it kind of believable that we are in a lab setting. There's an X-ray machine. There's a cat on the X-ray machine. There's a cat here ready. So trying to create a believable environment really quickly. So if I look at the things that are on the table right now, some of the assets came from directly as a database of assets from Zoe, but this was basically from a photo, from photos. This is another asset. These two microscopes are from Zoe. This box was also a photo. This was also a photo. So by taking photos, bring them in AI, creating a 3D model, I'm able to bring something that no matter from where I look, I get the 3D effect, and basically can create a believable scene, right? Pretty amazing. Each of those took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to process. So take the photo from either the online catalog, bring it into the AI. It takes about, the total process of creating the first model, texturing it, creating a lower polygon count model, then maybe that's 10, 15 minutes. In reality, if you had to actually model those or actually look for them, it may actually take longer. So it's a very efficient way. Of course, I don't have the expertise that a vet has, and this probably doesn't make sense to somebody that has the expertise itself. That's probably not how you do it. But the idea here is just to show you that you can bring these 3D models really quickly, create an environment that looks quite a bit convincing. And again, you could have, for example, different vials with different color coding. I understand that when you take blood samples and whatnot for different tests, there's different colors. So you could do a quiz, for example, based on that. All right. So this is one little quick sequence to put together a scene, and then we'll dive deeper in order to make it interactive in a minute or so. All right. Oh, hi guys. Wow. Okay, bye.